Sommières is a commune in the Gard department in southern France. It lies 22 kilometers from Nîmes, 28 kilometers from Montpellier. Geography: Sommières is to the south of the Garrigues and on the edge of the Vaunage, a wine-growing region. It straddles the river Vidula. History: the village first settled on the arcades of the Roman bridge on the Vidula River, built by Roman Emperor Tiberius during the 1st century. The village grew in the protection of the castle. It was annexed into the French kingdom by King Louis X in 1248, following the crusade against the Albigensians. It became a Protestant stronghold, and it was besieged by the Catholics in 1573 and again by Louis XIII in 1622. The Fourth War of Religion started with the St. Bartholomew's Day massacre and finished with the Edict of Nantes. The Catholic forces were trying to suppress the Huguenots in this one of their strongholds. Marshal d'Anville laid siege to Sommières for the second time on the 11th of February 1573, and the garrison held out the 9th of April, resisting the attackers with red-hot iron and boiling oil. Though nominally a royal victory, the defenders were offered generous terms, including the right for the garrison to march out with full honors of war. The siege of Sommières delayed the advance of the royal army by 2 months and is calculated to have cost them 2,500 lives. This time the Catholic king himself led the army. The siege was short. The town was back in Protestant hands in 1625 when the Protestant Duke of Rohan entered the city. He was to leave in haste and the Catholics were back. In 1703, Jean Cavalier, the leader of the Camisards with a force of 800 men, unsuccessfully attempted to take the city. The revocation of the Edict of Nantes left the Protestants in a dangerous situation, and the chateau at Sommières was used as to incarcerate them, along with English and Dutch sailors and women accused of prostitution. Recent history: the town has always been prone to flooding, and as recently as 2002 the river Vidula flooded, causing major damage to the town and properties along the bank. This time it washed out the Champion supermarket, which reopened at Villiers in July 2008. In October 2008 this supermarket was rebranded Carrefour. The floods are called Vidulades. Population: sites. The village has a Roman bridge, a medieval center, a fortified gate and the ruins of a castle. The Roman bridge is 190 meters long. It was built on the instructions of Emperor Tiberius at the start of the 1st century. It was restored in the 18th century. At the town end of the bridge is the Gothic town gate known as the Tour de Horloge. Only 7 of the 19 arches can be seen, the others lie beneath the town where they act as cellars. The ancient Roman road leads from the gate, along the Grande Route to the Marché or Place Jean Jaurès, the old wheat market. Here it turns left and leaves the town heading to Ales and Nîmes. Economy: Sommières used to be a center for leather and linen. Personalities: the writer Lawrence Durrell lived in Sommières from 1966 to 1990. The writer Alan first lived in Sommières in 1969 while teaching at the University of Montpellier on a Fulbright fellowship. Radio Sommières 102.9 FM. Radio Sommières 102.9 FM is one of the biggest non-commercial radio exclusively made by teenagers from 9 to 18 years. It is possible to listen to Radio S in Sommières on 102.9 MHz, but the sending power is limited to 10 W-power, so it is almost impossible to listen to it outside Sommières. It is possible to listen Radio S over all the world via the radio's internet site. The participants are free to create their own program and broadcast it. Gallery.